There are two main ways to create new SKUs in Zentail, either one at a time in the Zentail user interface, or by uploading a spreadsheet with multiple SKUs and attributes already filled out. This video will cover the manual method. We highly recommend becoming familiar with this method as well as the bulk method. On your catalog page, which can be found at the top right of nearly all Zentail pages, you'll notice a small pencil icon on the bottom right of the screen. Clicking this will bring up the Create Product pane. This pane shows the bare minimum fields that are required to list an item to most channels. There's a great deal more product data that you'll want to assign a given SKU, but we'll stick to the basics for now. First, you'll name the SKU. It's important to set the SKU to a value that will not need to be edited later, as it's not possible to rename or fully delete SKUs from Zentail. Smart Type is the system by which listings are automatically categorized across channels. We'll cover more on that in another video. The UPC, EAN, GTIN, ISBN field is where you'll normally place your UPC, since many channels require a valid one in order to list a SKU. However, this field can also auto-detect which type of value you've provided by the number of digits included. For more information on UPCs and their use, click the small I icon to the right of the field. This icon is present in many locations to clarify what fields are intended for and how to utilize them. Desired ASIN is where you can insert the ASIN you want to list this SKU on if it already exists. If you've entered a valid UPC and want to create a new ASIN, leave this field blank. Below desired ASIN, there's a switch that will cause Zentail to pull data from the existing ASIN and apply it to your SKU. Smart Type is highly important as it controls what categories this listing will be placed in across all channels. We'll cover more about Smart Types in another video. Amazon Item Type will automatically set the Smart Type, which in turn will set the categories that this SKU lists to across all channels. To find the Amazon item type, you can search Amazon's product classifier to find the appropriate value for the SKU. The department, if applicable, can be found just below the Amazon item type. IsFBA determines whether this SKU is an FBM or FBA SKU. This can normally be changed after creation. As you might expect, all items must have an item price value. Condition and eBay condition along with a condition description. Condition is the value that all other channels will be sent. eBay condition will only be sent to eBay. This is done because of the different way that eBay handles product conditions. Most items can be left at the default of new, but there's more information on the knowledge base about managing used or refurbished items. The next two fields are important as well. If they're left blank, Amazon will almost always send back a listing error. Even for items that do not use batteries, these two fields must be filled out. The defaults of the Are batteries required and the regulation fields can normally be left at their default values. And finally, fields for inventory are found at the bottom along with their bin locations. Like many of the other parts of a SKU, these can be altered at any time. Once you fill these values out, click Create at the bottom, and your new SKU will be added to your catalog. This is the most manual way to add a new SKU, and works just fine if you plan to add only one or two items to your catalog at a time. But SKUs can also be created in bulk, instead via another method. We highly recommend becoming familiar with this method and the bulk method, which will be covered in another video. Thank you for joining us, and don't forget to visit Zentail.com for more info.